What's up, y'all? It's Hayden, aka Brother Hellis, and you are now tuning into the Babbling Brothers. If you're working out, chilling with the boys, or just need a distraction from your everyday troubles, then you're in the right place. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Chili style, if you have forgotten, guys.
Tornado.
My name's Brother Hellis, and I'm pissed off.
Yeah, yeah, I was tardy this morning.
That's not why I'm pissed off.
I was up until 1:30 working on the paper, and then of course I had to get my episode of The Office in.
Yeah, I saw how you sent that video way last night. I checked. I saw it this morning, and it was like 6 hours ago.
Well,
I was like,
let me just get into that real quick. It's a group project, so everybody has to turn their stuff in the night before, and some guy in my group literally writes like a 4-year-old. I've never seen sentences put together like that.
college athlete.
He started a paragraph off with "so." I just it's one of them things, and group projects, get ready for them. So they're not fun.
Anyway,
Pretty much, this is the material that we had for 2 weeks ago.
yeah. Well, I mean, we changed a couple things.
Yeah,
But
it's all current.
it's guys, it's been rough lately. We're not even gonna lie. We've all been going through our problems. We missed some shows, and I'm sorry for that. I was really starting to believe, and I kind of do think that. What are we on, episode 7? I think episode 7 is just cursed. I really do.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not even like we were just too busy to get here. We physically couldn't make it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Twice.
And then what is it?
Don't spoil it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
And then
we'll get into it
then
later.
Tuesday,
We'll get into
you
it
had
later.
You had to go vote.
Anyway, so I guess we're going to go ahead and get into the topics we're going to be covering today.
The pizza. The toppings.
I'm going to start you off with the basic of the week, as always, which is going to be appreciation this week.
Oh, you just kinda, okay. Then we're going on to...
Guys, I'm going to murder Chris for a second here. I'll be right back.
You're going to murder me just for a second?
Yep, just for a second, but you'll be back. Then we got a tornado watch. Tornado, what you going to be getting into today, boy?
I had something on the script, but I believe I will be talking about unreliability in group projects.
Why do we even have a script then? I just flipped the script.
I'll go acapella.
It's
flip.
the numbers,
Without
Mason.
a script.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Then we're going to get into all of the issues that we've been having.
I could probably talk about that for like 45 minutes.
I really could, but we're going to try not to overdo it. I'm angry, though. I'm angry at life right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get into that.
You just have to appreciate it, though,
Yep.
at the same time.
That's true. And then we're going to have a quick song break, and after that, we'll come back with a Chili's Corner. Chili, what you going to be talking about, boy?
Chili Dilly is going to be talking about a misconception between your part-time job and your full-time job, which is school.
Ooh,
So
very nice. Me likey.
that's going to be it.
Okay,
for that
okay.
one.
After that, we're going to move into a triple bite. We're going to talk about Big Pie in the Sky.
Which is what I've wanted to talk about for a long time. We had a great time
We
doing
did have a great time at Big
It was
Pie in the
dope.
Sky.
Let's give a plug to
It was
our
like-
YouTube. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. While we're talking about Big Pie in the Sky, I just want to throw you to our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Go to youtube.com and look up the Babbling Brothers for some nice face-to-face experiences. If you don't know what we look like and you want to find out, go to YouTube. That's where you'll see us. All right, we did a.
Behind the Bros. Is that what
It's
you do?
we've started a new show called the Bros Behind the Show.
Yeah. Sorry.
And that's where we're gonna kind of do some more face-to-face interaction with you folks. We're gonna talk about life. We're gonna show you some behind-the-scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So definitely go check that out. And we'll get into more of that later.
Just so you can grasp what's in that video, we concluded our trip to Big Pie in the Sky in the back of a pickup truck.
That's a fact.
So
That is an actual factual.
yeah, I'll leave it at that. So you just need to check it out.
Yep.
Wait, I forgot. I shat myself in that video.
Don't spoil it.
Okay.
Okay. After that, we're gonna move into a PlayStation vacation where we're gonna.
I love the notes right here. It says Black Ops 4, period. Hardcore. Period.
We're
that explains everything.
Yeah,
They got
we're
game mode, man.
we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about some Black Ops. I finally got the game. Played my first two rounds last night, and I was absolutely horrible. But we will get into that.
Hey, but you know what? Let's tell them what did happen on that one. You know, it was a close race down to the end. It was a little domination. And I said, Hayden, we've got to get on C if we're going to have any chance. We get on C and we hold all three objectives. Me and Hayden go for a combined 52 kills right there, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty 100% certain. I'm not even gonna lie.
We captured a W for Hayden's first victory. 1 for 1. Or
Victory number one victory royale.
Van
basically.
for van.
So I am now 1 for 2 because the second game we lost, but that's okay. That was Morgan. I blame Morgan 100%.
And we had to back out of 1, so.
And we did have to back out of 1, but that I don't count that because it was
They were
it was
head
boo-boo.
glitching, so.
Anyway,
Okay.
we'll get into that for PlayStation. And then after another quick song break, we're gonna get into the election that just
we
transpired.
can't talk about politics on our podcast. It's gonna be too controversial.
No, I'm just kidding.
I do love
I will
I-
roast every single one of you.
we'll get into it. We'll just get into it. I don't even want to talk about it right now. We'll get into it. And then after that, we're gonna have This Week in Sports, where we're gonna talk about the Red Sox. We're gonna talk about Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson putting up 30 in 5 minutes
Yeah.
basketball game.
A couple other things there. And then lastly, we're gonna get into hashtag Hellis, where we're gonna talk more about the happenings on our YouTube channel and hopefully eventually some social medias.
The tubes
all right?
you.
The tubes you and the poops do. Okay. That is the show for the day, folks. And I think we're just gonna hop right into it, boys. So, basic of the week, appreciation. How are we feeling?
I think the biggest thing for appreciation is you got to see it. You got to see life as a puzzle. You know, you got to see when you finish it, you're like, oh wow, this is a really beautiful picture. But when you're doing it, that one little dark piece in the middle that has all the weird parts, you know what I'm saying? It fits, but in the end, it fits the whole picture and it makes it look beautiful. So like, you gotta appreciate every little detail, either good or bad, and you gotta run with it. Because if it's good, of course you're gonna run with it. If it's bad, you still gotta grow off of that. So there's a lot of times in your life where the little things, if you appreciate them and you see them for what they are, it'll really help your bigger picture.
No, that's a fact. I mean, you gotta
Understand.
You gotta understand, brothers and sisters. We are some of the luckiest. Me and TC talked about this a little bit last night, but we are in the greatest country in the world. We are in the luckiest position in the world, being in college.
Yeah.
Not everyone gets that chance,
Yeah.
and I'm very appreciative for that opportunity,
Yeah.
for my parents for helping me get here, raising me right. You gotta appreciate what you have, even if
You gotta appreciate what you don't have too.
that's a fact.
You don't have cancer. So.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But like, I don't know, man. It's just it's hard for me to say it all. But like,
Because it's everything.
it's everything, man. It's everything. Like, there is always someone who's better off or worse off rather than you.
Yeah.
Always. That's like,
And you can even appreciate the people that are better off, because that helps you not be complacent.
Yeah.
And go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm going on a big changing tornado watch actually.
For that-
Or something.
For definite.
Yeah, for good. Like
The question is, Taylor, you understand?
double C, double P.
where's yeah.
Oh, we can't say that.
What?
So,
Anyways,
Oh.
appreciation.
Yeah.
Appreciate the fact that
What?
I can't say it. Oh,
we might as
man.
well.
Anyway.
all of our stuff is deleted anyways.
Yeah,
So-
it's
Appreciation that the socialist Stacey Abrams did not win.
oh.
It's a blessing, and I am very excited for what the future holds of Georgia. I don't know if y'all kept up with the news. I don't think many people our age do.
No.
But a train company is adding 850 jobs to downtown Atlanta, Midtown,
Wow.
and that'll, it's a train station or whatever they're doing there. It's a train company, I know that for sure. And that will have a multiplier effect because down the road they're going to have to hire more people.
Oh, yeah.
So, you can say all you want, the job's coming here. We're going to need people to work. Let's do it the legal way. All right. Donald Trump roasted a guy on CNN last night.
That's a fact.
And
Yeah, I just saw that video this morning.
it was hilarious. I don't know. Sorry, I don't want to get into
Oh,
politics.
yeah, let's not get too crazy.
We
Someone
actually
run the
have a
bank.
lot. We have a section for that this week, so
Yeah, I'm sorry.
we will be able to expound upon those views.
Yeah.
But I guess the biggest thing for me, like, for any college student, if you're in college, no matter how you got here, you got to appreciate the fact that you had this opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't want to get into a lot of it because I'm about to go towards, like, having a job, having income, having the opportunity in college to do well and succeed. Like, it doesn't matter how you got here. Freshman year, you all have a 0.0 GPA. So, like, we all have the same opportunity. I don't want to hear crap about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
just appreciate the fact that you are here and able to compete. And people are going to compete and people are going to slack off and not. So it really is what you make out of it, and how you grow through every situation.
So you got to just be better.
Yeah.
You're just like us.
Yeah.
I mean, we've always been better. We just are.
We are.
I can't, I'm sorry if I sound narcissistic and conceited, but I'm just better than you.
Yeah.
If you're listening, I'm better than you. I'm just kidding.
I'm
That's mean. But,
in my 20 years of life, I'm better than you.
no, I'm not.
All right, so whenever
I'm
we
not
say
trying.
that, guys, we're getting that from Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
a meme.
It's one of his lines.
It's a
It's a
meme.
meme. We're not like this like, no, I can't say that word, but we're not buttholes.
Yeah.
No.
It's just a meme, guys.
About 50% of what we say are memes.
The dankest of memes.
They don't have any meaning, but we just say it.
You understand?
Yeah.
Kind of like that's what she said on The Office. He just says it the same.
That's what she said.
And they're like, what? He's like, I don't know. You just say it to laugh, man, because you got to appreciate life. And,
Oh, bringing it back, reeling it in.
yeah, exactly.
No, but really, I mean, honestly, appreciate the time that you spend with your friends. I appreciate this time that I have with my boys here.
Mhm.
Appreciate time, man.
Yes.
Time is the most limited resource in ever. So appreciate the time that you have, not only with your friends but with your family. The time that you have in college, if you're in college, appreciate that time. The time that you have when you're younger, when you're in high school, middle school, whatever it is, appreciate that time because it's gone in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
We've gone.
People still act like they're in high school, though.
I do.
They think they just got to have fun in
Well,
college.
I peaked in high school, so.
The thing that's funny about time is, like, we've been on this. You know how long it's taken for us to get to 20, 21 years?
Yeah.
But we look back at it and we can think of all those memories in a matter of seconds.
Blink of an eye, man.
It
I'm
just
telling you.
seems-
I wish I would have appreciated more of my high school years when I was in there, but looking back now, I had some fun. So it was awesome.
We learned and we appreciated.
That's a fact.
I'm sorry if I'm talking quiet, guys. I'm just really tired right now.
It's
My brain's
I will get you a
our
Red Bull.
current event next. Okay, no,
I
TC.
actually need one.
Do you want one?
Yes.
I have a giant cooler room.
Yeah, all right.
We're about to go on to a tour in Nadal.
Yeah, we'll do it
we'll
at the
do it.
break or
Yeah,
something.
I'll shotgun one.
Better good.
I do not.
What is
How do
that?
you know how to do that?
What is that, buddy? I'm 20. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm 21. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, pal. Let me get in, pal. But yeah, just to close her out. Basically, the week, guys, be appreciative. Appreciative.
The little
Appreciative?
things, the littlest things.
Yeah.
Just try to see any positivity out of it, and it'll change your day. It'll change your outlook. It'll change your mood.
That's always what we're trying to preach on the show, guys. Is staying positive. I mean, having a positive outlook on life and just grinding every single day.
And obviously, you have phases. Like, you're not always going to be a yes man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like this morning, we had, or really, like for the past week and a half, we had some unfortunate events. But, we're making it work. We stayed somewhat positive during it. We're in the lab cooking right now.
I'm seasoning that chicken.
Yeah.
Smells like
when
meat.
most
Finger
people
licking.
probably would have just given up. Like, okay, I don't know what's wrong with this, but
But we're not
going
most
on.
people.
That's the thing. Like, if you don't have a positive outlook, like, this world is wanting you to fail.
Mhm.
Nobody else in this world wants you specifically to succeed. Everyone's wanting for them to succeed. So you got to get up, put your boots on, and go get it yourself.
Yeah, the world's not just going to give it to you, ladies
You can
and gentlemen.
surround yourself with people that encourage you and you can work with. But if you don't take it by the reins yourself, then it's not going to happen. So you got to have a positive outlook and you can't let things keep you down.
There we go. Appreciation, guys. I appreciate y'all listening in today.
Yeah.
And I would appreciate you even more if you went to youtube.com, search the Babbling Brothers, and subscribe to that channel.
Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv/the Babbling Brothers. No, just kidding. It's not real. That would be cool though. Maybe one day.
We'll do a PlayStation Vacation Twitch.
PlayStation Vacation. Yeah.
Irish version.
But again, I appreciate you folks. We love you, and let's move it on. We're gonna throw it over to young Tornado Taylor for
Yeah.
Tornado Watch.
When we actually, Hayden was telling me earlier is that we have a little soundbite for.
Yes, I finally am putting together a soundbite for Tornado Watch, and I will eventually be putting some things together for our other segments.
It's going to shake the rafters.
It is going to shake the rafters because, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're just better.
Jeez.
We've always been better,
Bless me.
and we'd be even better if our things didn't get deleted from our system here. But it's okay. I'm gonna keep on keeping them.
We will explain our absence
We will.
the next 20 or so.
But okay, Tornado Watch.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Tornado watch. So, I had something on the paper.
I don't even.
Don't eat it.
Cancel.
I don't even know what he's.
I come up with one on the way walking here. I saw just something crazy. Don't need it. What I'm going to talk about is, most people would consider this segment Chris should talk about. But I go to the gym pretty regularly. I like going to it. I enjoy it. But, so
He's
often
swole.
you hear people complaining that they don't have the time to make it to the gym. They just don't have the motivation to get in the gym, stuff like that. And yesterday I was walking out. I was kind of in a rush because I had to do this group project, which my people decided to turn in at 7:30 p.m. last night.
Smart.
Yeah.
Is it due today?
Yeah, it's due at 11 a.m., so I got to go and fix some things whenever I leave here. But
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
appreciate
20-page
young
paper.
Taylor Clark for saving you.
No, I had to redo 2 of their parts. It's
That's
not
what I'm
about
saying.
me, but it's about my overall grade.
No, I'm
because,
saying they should appreciate you.
Yeah, no, it's all good because their feedback's going to be terrible. I'm done giving out little handouts to people.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that anymore.
Well, you just say, be like, this guy wrote 2 paragraphs.
Yeah,
for
he
a
did.
20-page contribution.
I mean, that's what. Yeah, everybody just asked me questions. Legit, my phone was blowing up last night. That nobody would text in the group message.
I didn't know it was due today.
Yeah.
So sorry.
That's why I had to stay up like I did.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I still I'm not done, and it's really not that good of work, but I've done what I can in the time they gave me.
Just make
Yeah,
sure you
there you go.
tell the professor that.
Oh no, I'm going to their feedback, and I'm going to email the professor too because my group's appreciation for being in college.
Yeah, fact.
No,
Getting dragged down my arms.
so what
So
So
what
I
was
was
it?
walking out, to go and do this group project, kind of in a bad mood. I was just like, man, my group still ain't turned it in. What am I going to do? I've got my stuff handled. I just need those idiots to get it together. And I'm walking out, feeling bad for myself, thinking, wow, I'm about to be up all night doing this paper and PowerPoint. And the girl in the wheelchair that usually gets on the treadmill. Have y'all ever seen her?
Yeah.
She was coming in, and she was heading towards the handicap thing. And I opened both doors for her and told her to have a great day, and she said, you too. That right there, a handicapped person getting in the gym and not making any excuses, having a positive outlook on life, just absolutely crushing the game is what it's all about. And
100%.
for, some regular person that, nothing's wrong with them, they may be a little bit busy. Everybody's busy to an extent. You got to make time for the gym. But more importantly, there's people in this world that are a lot less fortunate than you. And just because the governor of your choice didn't win doesn't mean that you should have a pity party for yourself, because it could be a lot worse. You could be able to not walk, and you could be not alive. So,
Yeah.
you know, just it kind of ties in with the appreciation thing, but that's
Yeah.
something that I saw. And
Yeah.
It's one big thing I saw.
Yeah.
And, you know, just her having that positive outlook and getting in there prioritizing.
No, that's awesome. Honestly, like you hear that all the time. Like you really do. Like, oh, I don't have the time to go to the gym. I don't have this. I don't have that.
But it's in
Okay.
everything. It's not just the gym.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's like, well, what do you have? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't have time to do this, well, maybe don't stay up till 3 a.m, freaking watching Netflix, and go to sleep. Wake up early,
Watch The
hit the
Office
gym,
for the 5th time.
go, and then bust out the rest of the day. Because when you wake up early with that goal of doing, just motivating yourself, you have that drive. I was watching this video the other day. It reminds me of, and it was words. He was an ex-Navy SEAL, and he wrote a book
Ooh, I think I've seen this
about
before.
why folks should get up early and start the day off like that. And it's
I've
because
seen this, yeah.
if you win that first battle of getting up early, if you win that first battle, it makes you so much better prepared for the rest of the day, because you already won that first battle. That'll make you feel good. That'll give you the encouragement and the motivation to win that next battle, and then that next battle. You know what I mean? So it's like you won that first battle of getting up. Now let's go win that second battle, going to the gym.
Yeah.
Boom. Now you just bust out the gym. You're getting fit. All right, now let's go get that third battle of going to class, getting that schoolwork done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's inspiring, especially for a handicapped person to
In a
motivate
wheelchair.
themselves.
She's not like
Yeah.
it's not like she's in a wheelchair. Like
Yeah. No,
that's-
she's
I believe
par-
she
she's
was
paralyzed.
born with it,
Yeah. So for someone who's at that kind of a disadvantage, to
rise above
it, man, and
Yeah.
just go, like, I see her every time I go to the gym. I see her there.
Oh no, yeah.
She's
done
like,
a
she's
lot.
busting it out, and that is inspiring.
She's turning her disadvantage into one of her biggest advantages.
100%. Because when people, I know at least when I see that, it is really inspiring.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
that is awe inspiring, because an average person doesn't go to the gym every single day. You know what I mean? And she is at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But she rises above that, busts it out every single day, and I'm sure she feels great after that. You know what I mean? And that's
Right.
awesome.
I mean, that's why I go. I just felt like I got to accomplish something.
That's the thing.
I was
It is a
sick.
nice mental break too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You
it
just
really
get to listen to your favorite music for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, and yesterday I was working on this project, trying to work on this project at about 11. I took off of work and I got a little bit done, but then at 12, I was just like, okay, I'm just treading in the water right
Yeah.
here. I gotta go and get my mind right.
Yeah.
But the gym's a place where you can get your mind right. You can see some inspiring things. Most importantly, you can make yourself a little bit healthier.
Yep.
My old saying is one that I got from Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco. If you work out the way you're supposed to, it doesn't matter what you eat. Don't let anybody tell you McDonald's is bad for you. That's the words I live by.
You want to know what's
I go to Wendy's every day. 4
Yeah.
for 4.
You know what's crazy? Because I learned the same thing yesterday. I was working out with John. He's one of my friends.
For context, folks, John
There's
is
a wall.
a massive brick wall of a human being.
His
He's
last-
terrifying.
His last name is Hambrick.
Well, that explains everything. Honestly, I don't even need to say anything
You
else.
say ham hock?
Yeah.
Go look him up on Instagram at
I believe
CRD.
I believe it's King Hambrick, but if you go onto my Instagram, CRD16, I've tagged him in a few of my
Yeah.
photos.
So he's a massive man. We appreciate him. He's good buddies with our friend Chris here. I'd love to meet him. I think I've met him once,
Is
but
that
good dude. Seems like.
CRD? Is that short for Creed?
That is really good time. But what I was gonna say is, John was like, "Yeah, go get some Gatorade or whatever," and I was like, ""Gatorade,
Gatorade,
everyone's like, yeah, it's Gatorade, hunky."
It's Gatorade, hunky.
The one-liners that we throw out just sometimes.
Okay.
But
It's all right.
Gatorade per bottle has 35 carbs in it
Well,
and 34 grams of sugar, which is a decent amount of sugar. That's a good deal.
yeah, it's what.
But the thing is, he was like, drink these during your workout, and I was like, okay. Like I always thought about like getting, like drinking, like keeping your electrolytes. Like in sports, you always hear that, drink Gatorade.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'd rather just drink water. You know, like water is really what keeps you alive.
Right.
But the thing is, you drink 2 of them, and there's 70 carbs, and carbs are always shown as bad.
Right.
Carbs are bad because they're quick energy, and if your body doesn't have to use them, it's going to store it and make it fat. So
Right.
like pasta, all this stuff. If you're eating carbs late at night and you go to sleep, your body's like, well, I don't need all of this energy because there's a lot of energy in carbs. But the thing is like when you're working out,
bulking.
When you're working out, he was like, yeah, just take 2 of these Gatorades and drink them, and it was 70 carbs, really quick, and like it was literally insane. And I don't even know.
It was basically like snorting pre-workout.
Ghost. I don't know how we really got here last night, or like how we got to this conversation right now, but it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're just talking about the gym. Pretty much. Being, every excuse under the book to not make it there.
Yeah.
Needs to change.
Yeah.
So summarize your tornado watching.
Yeah.
Summarize it. All right. Pretty much. You need to stop living the beta male life. Get in the gym because there's a lot less fortunate people, and it's not just the gym; it's really every aspect of life. That's just something that I saw. If you're sitting in class throwing a pity party, like, why do I have an 8 a.m. on a Friday? Why do I even have to come to this class? It's not for my major. Just appreciate that you're there, tying it back to the basic, but also just realize that there's people with a lot less fortunate, circumstances. That they didn't, ask for that. They were just given those, but they had to play those cards. So we're given different cards. Everybody is. Everybody has different situations, struggles with different things. It's all about playing in the right way.
Yeah.
So just don't throw a pity party.
It's the worst thing you can do when you're busy and in a rut. I think we're gonna cut over to
A little chung break.
No, not yet.
Oh,
we're gonna talk about the wonderful
bad.
week that we've had.
Oh, yes.
Okay, guys, just disregard the past 10 seconds and
And reboot.
All right, current event number 1 and
yeah.
go.
So basically, we wanted to get into the reasons that we've missed so many days this past 2 weeks.
This is actually crazy. What
it was
happened.
it's really it's been insane.
We'll just go through both
Okay.
stories.
Yeah. So I'll start.
Top to bottom.
Basically, last Tuesday when we were supposed to have this episode, I woke up 4 a.m. and
doing his try swings.
Basically I was a monster. I was having a little bit of trouble breathing, and I just knew something was up. So I got up, I went in my bathroom, turned on the lights, and looked in the mirror. My eyes are swollen. I'm crazy itchy. I'm starting to realize I have welts all over my skin, and I was like, okay, something's wrong.
Yeah.
So I immediately I got dressed, and I was gonna just drive myself to a corner store and get some Benadryl, because I was I'm probably having an allergic reaction. I probably just need some Benadryl. But then I go out to my car, and I'm my eyes are really swollen. I probably shouldn't drive. So I go back inside, and then I had the decision of either waking up Chris or TC. And I know Chris, he's just not a happy camper in the morning.
You probably wouldn't have been able to wake me up. My alarm
Yeah.
was on for about 6 minutes every morning.
So long story short, I ended up going into TC's room. I was like, hey, TC, you awake? And he's like, what? And I was just like, hey, man, can you drive me to the emergency room? And he's like, oh, shit. Yeah, oh, shoot, yeah. Yeah.
I
And,
don't even care. Go for it. Go for it.
Just
so
go for it.
he was like, yeah, I got you. And so I flicked on the lights, and the man's getting out of bed, and he's buck nude. So I was like, whoa, let me turn that off.
I'm gonna tell you, when somebody out there about's in trouble, man, it don't matter what the situation is.
Yeah.
Butt naked, fully clothed, I'm jumping out of the bed.
I'll tell you what, he leaped into action, figuratively and literally, even though he was butt naked. No, but he hopped up, got dressed, and we were out the door.
Yeah.
And he drove me to the emergency room. It was about 15 minutes away, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, you good, man? You gonna die? I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm okay. But then we get to the emergency room, and this is what blows my freaking mind. We get there, and by this time it's probably like 4:30, whatever. I go up to the front desk, and they make you check in or whatever, and the
Let
lady.
me remind you, this guy's eyes are swollen. He can't really breathe that well.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he's having an allergic reaction. I've never had one.
Right.
It's like, I don't really know.
Right.
What
So
to tell this lady.
yeah. So I'm talking to the lady up front. She's like, so like when did all this start or whatever? And I go like, I don't know, like 4:15 or no, I said it was like 4:30 or whatever it was, and then it was 4:30 now. She was like, it's 4:30 right now, sir. And I was like, well,
So it happened right now.
I don't know. Gosh, like
I was just like,
I can't see
it
my
doesn't
phone.
matter.
yeah, I was like, clearly something's wrong with me, lady. Like
yeah.
she was just taking her sweet time. And I think I found that to be the trend of the entire experience. But anyway.
And you know what? Hold on. In both of these stories that we're about to tell you, these are like older people that are not millennials. These are the people that blame millennials for ruining the country.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that have said these two comments that I've about snapped on. So the first lady that, with Hayden's situation, wouldn't quit asking stupid questions that were completely irrelevant.
Yeah, like
being
clearly
smart
something's
about it.
wrong.
Like something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, and she wants to be a smart aleck saying it's 4:30 right now.
Allergic reactions can kill you.
No, seriously,
I
like
know
I was
they
kind of
can.
freaking out.
Yeah.
So, that all happens or whatever, and they finally take me like back for a second, and
But
like
in the waiting room, there was a
no,
lady.
no, I was gonna like remember they took me back first. So they take my blood pressure and everything, and then they make me go wait in the waiting room. So I'm in the waiting room, and there's this lady. Like, I'm sorry, she was like a crackhead. I don't know what was wrong, but like I'm pretty sure she was like a
Yeah, it was
crackhead.
an overdose, I think.
So yeah, I think she was like ODing, and she's like laying on the like a couch or one of the seats or something, just like moaning. She's like, like for a while, because I was in the waiting room for an hour.
Yeah.
An hour in the emergency
Before
room
you got anything.
before I got anything. They didn't give me any medication.
At 4:30
Nothing.
on a Tuesday, like
What?
you're not that busy.
Yeah.
Like,
So I don't know what was going on. I don't know why, if they were just like understaffed or what,
they
but
just
it
didn't
was
care.
it was unreal, man. In the waiting room for an hour. So I'm in the waiting room. This lady's moaning or whatever, and then time's going by. Eventually, she starts throwing up.
Mhm.
As soon as she starts throwing up, they give her a room.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. So she gets a room. I'm like, okay, that's fine. She threw up. I understand.
Hayden's got 2 fingers in his mouth.
Yeah. I'm just like,
Trying to hold it.
yeah.
Trying to hold both. and
Then-
feel it.
Then I noticed that a girl who got in after
Yeah.
me, I don't know what was wrong with her. Maybe it was pretty severe, but she looked like she was just straight
No,
chilling.
She was sitting there.
She was chilling, and she gets a room. That's when I got pissed off.
Yeah.
So I stood up, I started walking over to the desk, and I was fumed. Oh man, I was fuming. You could see the smoke coming out of my ears, and I know the nurse saw me too, because the second she saw me like pissed off walking over to her, she was like, "Oh, we're cleaning out a room for you right now, sir."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, just wanted to double check." Like,
Just want to discount double check that real
Yeah.
quick, man. I'm sorry about it.
because oh man, I was
That's
pissed.
ridiculous.
And so I go sit down. A couple minutes later, they come out and they come get me, bring me back. So finally, I'm actually getting some actual medical care. And they ended up giving me some Benadryl or whatever and some steroids and blah, blah, blah. And I'm fine now. I still don't know what the allergic reaction was from. I'm going to go to like an allergist and find out. But it was a crazy experience. So by that time, it was probably like, I don't know, 6 in the morning. And, our show's at like 8. But I was just like
Yeah.
destroyed
I
at
think
that
we
point.
texted Chris at like 6:30.
Yeah.
That's exhausting. man.
Yeah. So we
I
texted
woke
Chris.
up at like 6:30 and I was exhausted.
Yeah.
It must
So
have been 9.
we texted Chris, long story short, and I was just like, I think we're going to skip the show today.
Yeah.
And we did.
So we rescheduled it for Thursday.
No, hold on. I got one more part.
No, go for it.
Okay.
So, like Hayden said, I jump out of bed, right? And I wear a removable retainer because my parents, I appreciate that they paid $5,000 to have these perfect teeth up here.
Indeed.
So I wear my retainer every single night. Don't be a beta male, just wear it. It's not that hard. So I jump out of bed, I got my retainer in my mouth, and once I get into my car and like I start, waking up a little bit, I take the retainer out before we get to the hospital. And I just set it in my truck. And
This is what you called me about. I remember
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
so we stop at McDonald's after, and we go and eat that. Then we'll fast forward to Tuesday night. I'm going to bed. I just get done brushing my teeth, and I'm looking. I go to open my retainer case, and I was like, "Oh my God, where's my retainer?" And I was like, "Oh, it's in my car, idiot." I go and y'all, I'm looking in my car for about 15 to 20 minutes, and I was like, "Oh my God, I got to go back to Gainesville to get a new retainer. My mom is going to kill me." And I was just like, "Where is it?" So I called Hayden. He's like, "I don't know. I mean, I saw it in your truck." Then I called Chris. He hadn't seen it because like Chris wasn't there, and like Chris really, I didn't see him all day. So I was just like, I don't know where it is. And then like I was on the phone with Chris, and I was like,
all I hear is, "Oh!"
yeah. I was like, wait a second. It might have fell in this McDonald's bag. And I dig through the trash, and I opened up the McDonald's bag. And what's crazy is I was going to take that to the trash dump because it was food. And I didn't want it to smell up the apartment. So I was like, nah, it's all right. You know, I'll just throw it in the trash and take the trash like tomorrow. So I opened up the McDonald's bag. On one side, there's like a puddle full of syrup, and on the other side is my retainer. And I was just like, oh my God. And I was like, I found it.
Oh, that would have been so gross.
Yeah, that'd been nasty.
Like syrup is sugar, so like that would have been cavity central, you know what I'm saying?
You have to wash that so bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd get a pressure washer to it.
Yeah, so that's just another nice little added piece.
Yeah. It doesn't have anything to do with the hospital trip.
No, but still.
Just pretty crazy.
So since we couldn't,
happened.
Yeah, so we couldn't do it Tuesday, so now it rolls around to Thursday. We're gonna do it, and some more shenanigans.
this was honestly like one of my, I would say this was probably one of our more like most prepared weeks. Like I was like excited to do this.
Yeah, no, we were
had a
pretty put
bunch of
together.
stuff.
Because we had like the hospital thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were pretty put
And I
together.
was just like, all right, like we have a bunch of stuff to talk about. And then so it comes Thursday morning. Where were y'all?
So I was already at the Commons. I was waiting on you guys. Yeah, and TC was still at the apartment.
Okay.
And you were headed to the Commons.
So yeah, it was like 7:20, and I was driving. It's the intersection of Frey Road and the Parliament Garden Way, I believe.
Garden.
Yeah. It's like right out. If you know where Central Deck is, and that where the buses pull in, it's
Yeah,
that
it's that
intersection right
intersection.
there. It's kind of like in the middle of everything.
The busiest intersection in campus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was driving. It was pitch dark outside because the time hadn't changed yet, and I was heading to East Deck because I was trying to go park. And 7:20 in the morning, going through a green light. I had every bit of right of way, and the next thing I know, I get a nice little steak, a nice little T-bone into my car, and it turned to me. I didn't flip or anything, but it turned the car 180, and my side airbags had deployed, and so I was pretty much facing back towards U Club.
Yeah.
When I was heading towards East Deck.
Facing the wrong side, wrong way.
And I've never been in a wreck before. I've never been in any kind of car accident. So I was freaking out. I was like shaking. I didn't know what was going on. My airbags had deployed, but I had no idea that those airbags like up in the top because they're stored in the top and they come down over the window. So just out of my peripheral vision, I thought the car was like dented in. So I was like, oh, I'm going to look down and my leg's going to be pinned or something's going to happen. Because she hit me. And because I learned, like, if airbags deployed, that means you had a pretty significant, like, impact. And so I end up, I didn't know this at the time, but I was on the kind of like where the other side of the road turns right. So I couldn't really pull in because I was on the other side of the road. So this dude comes over, and the girl that had hit me, she was on the other side of the intersection as well. So she drives off into that little parking lot right here where you pay for it, like right outside Central Deck.
Oh, yeah.
She pulls in there. Some guy checks me out, and I roll my window down, and he kind of like leads me into that other little parking lot. It's real tiny to the left. And I sit there, and I get out, and like, I've never had a dent on my car bigger than just like any kind of like road damage, and so the whole side is just demolished.
It was
cheese
battered.
grated. Like
Yeah.
she like really she nailed like the center, so it hit the little like in between the doors, so it dented the frame in, and it popped my hubcap off and popped my backside driver's side tire, and I was literally shaking. Like obviously, like you're supposed to call the cops, but I didn't know what intersection it was. I knew it was Frey Road, but I called my mom first. I was like, I'm okay. I've been hit, but I was like, I'd never been this like shook in my life, and so it was a terrifying experience.
Yeah, it was rough.
So I left about 7:20, so it was probably close to like 7:30 at this point. So all that happens, I'm sitting out there, the police is there, everything is like they check me out, I'm okay, and I call Hayden. I was like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna make the podcast this morning. I'm right outside. I just got in a car accident, and so like we have Hayden go to the hospital. We miss that week or that day. 2 days later, I get hit by some girl, and because I had every right of way, and before the father came up and saw me, and when I was talking to him, he had pretty much already admitted to their insurance that it was their fault. She was trying to turn left and just didn't see me, which I think is ridiculous because I had my lights on, it's pitch dark outside. Like she had to have been on her phone.
I just don't understand how the T-bone was that bad, and
Yeah.
she didn't have that much room to speed up.
Yeah, she must have, because she had a green light, so but she didn't have arrows, so it's just yield. So she was probably just rolling up into it and had the momentum and didn't slow down much because she thought it was clear. And so but now, gosh, it was.
Well, clearly she's not the brightest, not the sharpest tool in the shed.
No.
Yeah, and so when I never even actually met the girl because she was in the totally opposite parking lot. About 20 minutes later, the dad comes up and he's talking to the police and all that stuff. And I mean, he's a real nice guy. Just I'm literally terrified at this point. I don't know what's going on. My car just got basically totaled right in front of my face. There's a lot going on last week and this week too in school. So it's just a really stressful time. And he's talking about his insurance and I know TC heard to go to bed, but him walking up, he's like, "Oh yeah, we got real good insurance."
Yeah.
Just in the kind of a uppity kind of mood.
Yeah, oh, everything's okay.
Yeah.
And I understand Chris is standing there, and this is the same thing that goes along with that nurse. Everybody wants to blame millennials for ruining this country, but let me remind you that this is about
where did it
40
start?
to 50-year-old man. Chris is okay. He's standing there, obviously, I don't know what's going on. All I know is, Chris's car looks like the devil just ran out and smacked it. It doesn't look good. And this dude comes up and is just like,
"Oh, it's fine. I got great insurance."
I got good insurance.
Yeah.
And the first time I was like, okay, this dude's just in a good mood. Happy Thursday.
I mean, that's reassuring for me.
Yeah. It
At
felt
the
good.
first part.
Yeah.
But then, he just kept
saying,
on. I got good insurance, don't worry. I'm if he would have said it one more time, dude, I was going to be like, "Sir, honestly, I don't really care."
Yeah, it's your daughter just really almost probably killed my best friend.
Yeah.
Because what you don't realize is
what if
he got
would have been walking right there?
Exactly. He got T-boned on the driver's side. That can kill somebody. If you're going fast enough.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and tell you something. You kill one of my kids, and your insurance company tries to come and give me money. I don't really want it because nothing will ever replace a life.
No, God, no.
If I'm sick, I don't want the money. Oh man, that fired me up.
Yeah. He wouldn't stop. He just kept going. Dude, shut your mouth. We get it.
Congratulations.
Great for you.
Care.
Yeah, and he was a government employee. You could tell. That's probably why he had good insurance and everything. But he'd also said that his daughter had already been in 2 or 3 accidents.
Yeah.
Already. And I'm
I had heard
what
that.
What are you doing?
I was just and I was just out of my mind at this point.
Yeah.
I was just I just had a lot of things happen, so I was just I was brushing a lot of things off. But,
and you're letting your daughter drive still?
Have you ever heard of discipline?
But I mean, and what really sucks is I was really thankful. It was 2012. Well, I had a car, and then my mom had got a new car, and so that her old car, which was the car that just got hit, was my car, and it was good on gas mileage. It was perfect. Literally, I was so thankful for it. And now that it's pretty much totaled, they're gonna have to do some things. It would just be a hassle to repair it, I feel like. So what we're gonna have to do at some point is get me a new. I have a rental from their insurance, but it's due the 10th. And if my car isn't like done with, then their insurance has to extend it. Which so like I have a car regardless until their insurance pretty much writes a check for the damages or like what the car's worth, which sucks because obviously the car is used 2012. It's got about 50,000 miles, so whatever the car like is worth, they're gonna give me a diminished value.
Yeah.
So like, that's like I'm out of a car, so like that's not gonna pay for the whole entire car. So it's like it doesn't matter if you have good insurance, you're still gonna cost us a couple grand.
Yeah.
Like just because.
And it's not even that. Like in college, like you don't really want any extra stress.
Yeah.
So like when you have added stress that's not really needed.
Yeah.
Like that, like I don't care how good your insurance is, because now I have to take time out of my day to go and pick up this car, be on the phone with insurance people all day, listen to my parents.
Yeah, that.
Like insurance don't cover that, and for that dude, oh god.
The phone calls after, like getting all the reports done.
It was crazy.
It really helped that like it was literally 100% her fault. I had nothing wrong to do with it. That's the only positive thing out of this. So like it was kind of easy to tell my story and get through their insurance. So. But still, it's just like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
But
but
that was
our week, man.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday we had to I had to go vote, so
you don't want to wait for that because I did early voting and it was long.
Couldn't miss that, so had to go do that. But we're here now. That's what matters. We're all healthy. We're okay.
Apparently, within that stint of all that stuff happening, which is legitimate causes, stuff is legal.
Yep, that drives me crazy. But I guess whatever. Well, I'll figure that out later. I might have to chew some people out, but we'll get there.
I'll help you chew.
But yeah, folks, like I said, we're appreciative that we're still here. We're all still together.
We're here.
We can still record the show and everything. So, we're happy to be here. Thank you for listening. And we're going to do a quick song break. We'll be back in a couple minutes, okay?
Adios.
Welcome!
Welcome back to the podcast house. We're going to get into Chili's Corner. My topic today is going to be about...
back. So...
On your back?
Just going to go ahead and get... we're going to go ahead and get right back into it. And shoot it over to young Chili's Corner.
Thank you for the pass there, son. Chili's Corner today, I kind of mentioned it earlier. We're going to get away from the old... I guess the negative kind of mood. Not a negative mood, but we're going to expound. So, I want to talk about something that I kind of like picked up on the past few weeks is, how like a lot of older people were like, oh, I worked 40 hours and did a full-time college, all 4 years of college and all that kind of stuff. And like, obviously, like a lot of people stress the truth and like, but that was probably true. I know a lot of people that like they had no other choice.
Yeah.
They did that kind of stuff.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. And so I have a part-time job at Tin Lizzie's, and it's a part-time job. My full-time job is school, because that is what I'm here for. I'm not here to make $12 an hour at Tin Lizzie's. I don't want that to be my career. So basically, the past few months, I've had troubles with availability and just being scheduled a little bit too much for my comfort. And probably working a solid 25 every week, if not more. That's just a low ball. Not this week because luckily I have a test and I got some people take my shifts. But you don't have to match up to what like the older generation has said about like that. First of all, back then
they exaggerate everything.
Yeah.
Because like whenever we talk about like football, like I'm not gonna lie.
They're talking about Joe Montana.
I mean, I could say that I was the Cam Newton of my high school, and nobody would know. Yeah. It's an exaggeration. It's not a lie. It's just an exaggeration.
Yeah.
And it's like back then, like college was, hey, show up, get a C, and here's a degree.
Yeah.
Like college is a lot more competitive now. Like if you're not 100%. Putting everything into it, it could fail you, and then you're like, oh well, could have tried harder.
The world's changed so much.
Yeah.
Like it changes like that.
Yeah.
Like Amazon is already out with a new idea right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, 3, 2, 1. They're out with a new one. Like, there's always new ideas coming. It's constantly changing.
No, I mean, honestly, like, and Amazon, the guy that owns Amazon is like one of the richest people in the world.
He's got
now.
like $600 in his bank account.
But it's because he pushes
1,
like,
2, 3,
innovation.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is probably like billions in the bank account.
Amazon will rule the world within 5 years.
100%. They will send drones
Amazon is if you.
to freaking cuck us. What?
But what I was basically saying is don't don't let your part-time job take advantage of you and ruin you. Yes, it's good to work, but if you're one of those people that do work hard and like make a point to show up and make the best out of it, that if you're in retail, any sort of like restaurant, you're going to get taken advantage of if you're not aware of it. Don't let it happen. You're here for school first. Obviously, if you're working 3 hours a week and you could work more and, there's definitely a line. Take as much as you need, but still be able to prosper in your classes. Because if there's no point in making $12 an hour if you're not doing well in school, because, you don't want to settle for the job you're at now. And that kind of goes along with what TC, his old notes were, is dress for the job you want, the job you have.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
But definitely, I go to work, and I'm usually pretty stressed out about school. So when I've had a habit of being...
Hey, have either of y'all used Google Docs? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm terrible.
You've used it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to insert a page at the beginning of... Never mind.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no.
TC's trying to finish a project that his people didn't do, so...
Yeah.
Well, this is Miles. He's asking how to insert a new page on Google Docs. You can just click enter.
Enter,
Yeah.
Just move the second page down.
If everybody if everybody's logged in there, they should all have the same powers.
But anyway, the moral of the story here, Christopher,
I would say is, don't think you have to work 40 hours a week and do school. School comes first. Work as much as you can. I know money is very, very satisfying and it kind of gives you peace of mind, but find that good balance. Don't let your job take advantage of you. It's a part-time job.
And I can attest to this because I've had many experiences with part-time jobs that are kind of, screwing me over and now, I work 2 jobs now, so it's like I very much have to find a balance between the two, and it's very important because you don't want to let work take over your life. Yes, it's nice to have money, and if you're paying for your school by yourself, it sucks to get loans, but sometimes I think you just got to bite the bullet and get those loans,
Yeah.
So
that was just something I've had. Don't stress yourself out over work. It's a part-time job. Be firm with it.
Well, it's the same thing with me. I worked a lot this summer, and while it was worth it, it wasn't worth it because I missed out on a lot of things. And that's something I told Chris the other day about 10 Lizzie's. Do not let a measly $10 an hour job on average ruin your happiness, your grades, or anything like that. Because everybody says that grades don't matter. Grades don't matter once you graduate. That may be true. But in the back of your mind, would it not be nice to be like, man, I got a 3.73 GPA. I'm killing the game. Why would you not want to be able to say that?
And even more so, it's like you want to actually be knowledgeable about the field you're going into. You know what I mean? So when you have crappy grades, it's gonna translate to I don't really know what the heck I'm doing.
Once you graduate from you get out of middle school, you don't get made fun of for being smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would kill.
Yeah.
For that,
I want to be smart.
My brother was insanely just got everything, was smart, made all A's throughout high school. I would literally kill for that because we had a little deal back in elementary school when my grades started slipping with vocab tests in first grade or whatever. My brother and my dad would let us play PlayStation 2 during the week, and that hurt.
Yeah.
So and then once it moved up, I had to have all A's. To play on the weekends, so my brother always had to play because he just always had all A's easily, and I always had 1B, and that was tough. That hurt.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much a little Chili's corner, a little condensed version.
Very nice. Chilly. It's chilly outside.
Bless you.
Yeah. It feels good outside actually.
Ooh, we can spend
yeah, so we're gonna move it on over to Triple Bite, boys and girls.
So, 10 out of 10, best triple bite. No, well, not 10 out of 10, but
not the best triple. Well, I don't know, best triple bite. Better than lizards.
I mean, yeah.
All right,
Lizzie's is
why
good,
not?
but the experience, I like the experience.
Okay, cool. So, Big Pie in the Sky, folks. I mean, we rate it highly. We enjoyed it very much.
You'll have to go to the video to watch our critiques on it.
Yeah, so that's it. That's
We're
Triple
not gonna
Bite. Moving on. No, just kidding. No, it's. I think in the video I gave it like a 9 or
Yeah, I think it was
9.5.
yeah.
I mean, it's dang good pizza. I'm not gonna lie. Like the pizza was just good. That I will say that was that was the night that I had the allergic reaction. So I don't know if next morning like it was that was it.
That's right.
I don't know, but either way, I might go back anyway because it was dang good.
It was honestly like it was a Monday night, so it wasn't terribly busy. But like just sitting in there, it was a warm, nice environment. You got like the classic like brick look inside of like a brick oven pizza.
It just Italy.
It feels like pizza. And when it was going down my gullet, I tasted pizza. It was good pizza.
It was good pizza, mate.
Critiques on the pizza. TC said he needed more sauce, which I can agree.
Yeah.
So
I'm a pretty big sauce guy. I'm a big cheese guy though.
I like it saucy.
So we mentioned this in the video, but one thing that I would like to say about pizza, I love mellow mushroom. Like mellow mushroom is great.
Oh yeah.
Atlas Pizza
Good
in
pizza.
Gainesville is great. I think I may like Atlas more than mellow mushroom.
Mm.
Atlas is still my favorite. This place was good, but one thing that this place,
I was astonished.
I loved about this place is that the meat and everything didn't slide off the pizza. That may be like, oh well, that's the ingredients of a good pizza right there. If it slides off, it's like, well,
I disagree.
Because I can't get it into my mouth. I'm having to eat pepperonis by themselves.
Yeah,
it goes together.
It was a big pizza. 2 pieces was honestly
that feels
crazy.
nice because we were hungry when we went in.
I know like Atlas, they put a lot of toppings on, and it just like. There's nothing worse than having just a pizza dripping in grease and then, like, the toppings falling off the cheeses. And I like stretchy cheese. Sometimes it gets a little annoying, but this pizza was honestly, like, it was a long piece, but you could, like, fold it in half and hold it and it wouldn't droop on the end. That was really what...
Very nice.
If you've never been to Big Pie in the Sky, and I've heard this place, like, since freshman year, I was like, oh, I gotta go there. I just never did. It's probably my new pizza place down here.
Yeah, it would be one of those places. I would get it to go even, honestly.
Yeah, I would definitely go there on a Friday night.
It wasn't terribly expensive.
No, it was
between all of us. There was 4 of us, and we got a large. I think it ended up being like $6 a person.
I got a drink, yes.
Yeah, it was like $6 or $7 per person. Like you don't get that.
No,
you don't. There's no tips either. Oh, it's a tip jar, but no one tips in tip jars. You're not doing anything.
I mean,
doing your basic job.
It was good though.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a pizza addict.
Yeah, I mean, I really like
love
pizza.
Me some pizza.
If you mess up a pizza, man, your name must be
Little Caesars. What?
No, Little. See, like, I even
TC like is a Little Caesars enthusiast.
No, like I like it. It's not just Little Caesars. Like I like all kinds of pizza except for Domino's. Ever since they changed their crust to that stupid garlic stuff.
See, I like the garlic.
Yeah, see,
it's just kind of greasy and it's a little bit over the top.
And then your hands like get all the garlic on it, so it's like, oh, I gotta go wash my hands now.
Then you gotta get a dog to lick your hands. It's like,
what? But yeah, no, I mean I see where you come from.
I think pizza is one of my favorite foods.
Favorite brand probably DiGiorno.
I like Tostitos.
I grew up with DiGiorno, so like
fancy boy.
That's why I don't like it. The only thing that I like pizza related that comes out of an oven is pizza rolls and possibly bagel bites.
Pizza.
But pizza rolls they're good. But DiGiorno,
toaster strudel fan, honestly.
DiGiorno.
No, I will say probably some of the best oven pizza you can get is gonna be like Red Baron.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've had that.
I've had it once or twice and it's pretty good.
But yeah, all in all, I'd give Big Pie in the Sky a nice little probably a 9.
This is the best place that we visited.
Definitely,
in my opinion,
definitely. So
it is definitely worth a visit if you've never been. If you like pizza, it's your place.
If you want to check out some more info on it, or you want to see the experience that we had at Big Pie in the Sky, go over to YouTube.com, search the Babbling Brothers, and you can find episode 2 actually of The bros behind the show.
And
They'll be
there's
on there.
actually a frozen yogurt place right next to it. And it's
So good.
really cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, their
Yeah.
brownies were nice and moist.
It
soft.
was a nice
Mm.
pizza and dessert kind of night.
Yep, nice little combo.
Man.
But yeah, that's Big Pie in the Sky, guys, and that's Triple Bite. So, like I said, go over to YouTube, check out that video, and we're gonna move her on over to PlayStation Vacation.
So, the patch notes we got over here is Black Ops 4, period. Hardcore, period. KD is getting up there, period.
And that was referring to me.
Red
Oh,
Dead 2, period. So,
Let me kick this one.
You
off.
got it.
you're gonna go
Black
with the,
Ops 4. I'm not
Period.
a PlayStation god. I am, one of those people that gets the game because their friends get it. I just like to have a good time. So,
I'm sure to have a good time.
I go negative almost every game.
most of the
Some
games
games-
I've played with you lately, you've been going
Oh,
positive.
that's what I'm getting to.
James, alright.
80%, I'd say 83% of the time that I've had this game, I have went negative. But the past 2 weeks
Pow.
has been at 17%. I have started going positive. I am starting to wreck people, and it feels nice because
Very nice.
I'm better in real life. Now I'm getting better
The
in the
fingers,
gaming community,
the fingers are just getting.
The virtual world.
and I don't know where it's going to stop. But no,
You're looking
Can't
at
stop, won't stop.
You're
No,
looking
but-
at the future 2-time champ.
I'm just hoping that
You're looking at the future Rocky
if I
Balboa.
can go 13-10 every game, I'm gonna have a
Happy time.
smile on my face. I was about to say something else that my baby says, but can't say that.
But yeah, no,
So,
I finally got Black Ops 4. Played it for the first time last night. Actually, played a nice little 2-piece. That's a twofer, two game, and first game out the gate, boom, won.
Yep.
Get
it
on
was
my
a
level.
good win too. It was close.
It was that was a good
I think
game.
it was 198 to 200.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was really close.
Nice.
But
That was
we
the
came
funnest
out
game.
clutch. Me and TC, we were playing a nice little domination. We went over to C, freaking squatted her down, wrecked everyone that came our way. Think I went 50-1. It was awesome.
Yeah, domination is one of those games, especially in this one. I feel like that people do not play the objective; they just go and
Yeah,
shoot
it's
and
so
kill.
It's so annoying.
And
Just play the.
they just stand in the back of the map and are on the side and they shoot.
They're like, oh man, my KD is gonna be sick. And I was like, well, it's
And
because
it's
you're camping in a corner and shooting everyone that sits down on a
just-
flag.
Just play the game, man.
Yeah.
It would make it more fun. What if you just smack somebody? You go into a room at B and you jump in and bam, you just hit each other.
That actually happened to me.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Whenever you got somebody just over there it's oh, nice. That away, dude.
You're sick.
Attaboy, your dad is proud.
Your dad's proud.
But yeah, it's just.
By the way, your dad will be home in 14 minutes. You need to do the dishes because you haven't done anything else all day.
Except for play Call of Duty, you loser. Anyway, no, but first game went great. Second game we backed out because it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
They were good.
then third game we lost. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna count it as 1 for 2 because the second game was just BS. But I'm gonna count it as 1 for 2. So I'm liking it so far. I'm off work tonight again, and I'm about to go in.
Hey, actually, the Panthers play at 8:25.
I don't care about them.
I will be watching at 10. Lizzie's are playing the Steelers. Going to be a great game. Cam Newton will get a 4-touchdown game.
As long as I can still play at least 20 games of Black Ops tonight, I will be okay. I'm going to stay up until freaking I have to go to work the next morning.
Exactly.
Because I go to work. Because I have a job. Because I'm just better.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry guys. I'm passionate this morning.
All
I don't
right.
know what it is. I'm in the freaking zone right now.
It's because we actually made it here
I know.
alive.
I think it's just been too long. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm finally waking up now.
It's my last. I registered for classes yesterday. I have a really weird schedule next semester, but I don't care. I'm just here. I'm ready to go. I love my boy's voice, singing like an angel over here. I want to kiss him on the mouth. I'm loving it. No, but yeah, Chris, how you feeling about the Blops world right now, or just gaming in general, my friend?
It's what really sucks is whenever I play, I only get to play for an hour at a time.
That's how I feel too.
I haven't been able to play and sit down like a kid and like just like gorge like 5 hours out of my day.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, Christmas break is
Yeah, I know.
on this.
And everyone's-
I can't wait.
And everybody's like, I just got the game. I'm just like, good. Join the lobby.
Bro, no, you know what?
why I can't wait till Christmas break. I told you the other day.
Yeah.
Tell me.
No, we can't
No.
say it on
Dude,
here.
what?
We can't say it on here.
No!
We'll tell you on
no,
break.
it's-
We'll tell you on break.
It is.
Give
It
me a
is
sample.
mean. It's mean. It
Oh.
is.
Yeah.
Must hear.
Yeah. No.
Later.
So anyway, but also I just wanted to point out while we're on PlayStation.
What was that?
What?
It was
No,
Matt
just
Miller.
kidding. While we're on here,
Mac Miller.
Red Dead 2. Everyone that I've talked to that's played it says it's like
Oh.
unreal, and now I really want it. Like,
I've seen like a lot of critiques, like like a lot of YouTube channels do,
yeah, like game reviews. Mhm.
and usually a lot of games get pretty harsh, like, and they deserve it. They're like games are just like,
Yeah,
it's
they're
really,
not as good as they used to be.
really not that good.
Yeah.
God of War was really good one that did really well. This one is being praised as like perfect.
Yeah.
Like
Well, whenever I watch like CDN things,
it
it
looks,
just like looks like so like clean. Like,
it looks.
Yeah, like there's not much BS that goes along with it. Like it just looks good.
Yeah, I will say I watched a review like last night that said it gets a little, it slows down a lot in like the second half of the game. But other than that, like that's the only like negative review I actually heard, because I've heard like the open world is awesome, crazy. Like there's some crazy random events that happen. The like the actual like system itself, like how the game runs and everything runs great.
Yeah.
Like I really, it looks like a great game, and I think I might have to snag that one for Christmas.
Yeah, I might snag you as well.
But it looks really cool. But as far as Black Ops, I'm getting into it. I'm gonna try and
Fortnite,
get better. Fortnite is dead to me.
Fortnite version.
Not gonna lie.
Fortnite's been dead to me for a few.
I will say, like, I saw like that cool live event that they did.
Yeah,
that looks
yeah.
kind of dope.
With
But
the cube or whatever.
yeah, when the cube like sent them to an alternate dimension or whatever,
Yeah.
like that's cool. But
Honestly,
honestly,
the
like
game
I
is-
just
the-
don't care
The
anymore.
game is still the same after that. So.
Yeah, I don't really care about Fortnite anymore. But yeah, you guys good for PlayStation?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for PlayStation right now. It's just
we really like everybody's been pretty busy. So we
yeah,
haven't
I haven't gotten the game
When
a
I
whole
play,
lot.
it's like late at night, so I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, I can only play a
After
little
like
bit.
12, I'm just like.
You play
alright.
like 2 games and then you're just like, man, like
I really gotta go to
super
bed.
Tired.
Yeah. So,
So
but
I just know any games that I play past 12, I'm just gonna be like.
100%.
What's funny is last night, like I'm sitting here complaining about staying up until 1:30, and about I think it was like 8:20. Hayden was like, me and Hayden had just got done talking about the podcast. And,
Yeah.
we were like, yeah. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get started on this project. These freaking idiots.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm about to play my first game of Call of Duty if you want to join.
And I was like,
But then,
Yeah.
but then he was like, well, I mean, I do need to do this work, and I was like, okay, yeah, you should probably do that. And he was like, you know what? No, dropping it. Let's go. I was like, oh, all right, yes, sir.
No, I mean, because I had been doing some work and like, I don't know.
He was like, my stupid laptop needs to charge anyway. I was like, all right, bet. You got it. Let's go. Let's do it.
It's just, oh god.
But it was good.
I don't know if any of you like if the viewage has
The
ever
viewage,
just
the
been
viewage.
like it's about to be just a hellacious week or a hellacious day or a terrible test, and you're just like, forget it. You know what? I'm just whatever. Like I already know it's coming. Like that was me last night. I knew I was going to be up late doing the paper, so I was just like,
But it can be 20 minutes later.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
It's 40 minutes, like whatever. And it don't matter, whatever.
Yeah.
I regret my decision now. At the same time, I don't, because just talking about that win that we had,
Right.
that was legit. Like no, like this. That was like the best win.
That was a really good win,
like,
yeah.
It was fun.
It was your
Like,
first game, too. You're just like,
First game I was hyped. I was like, yes, let's go.
I know, and me and Hayden barely got it the last time. Like
Yeah.
they kept like, because I don't know what our team was doing. Like
Trash.
honestly,
They're trash.
yeah, they really were.
But we pulled it through. Anyway, that's PlayStation Vacation for the week, boys and girls, and I guess we'll go on another song break.
Yeah,
we got time.
All right.
sir.
Well, cool. We will.
we'll be back in
We'll back in a
5.
couple minutes, folks.
Quavo.
Welcome back.
Little Wayne's and Lollipops.
Little Wayne's and
I don't
lollipops.
know why I just have.
Little Wayne's and lollipops.
I just half chugged a Red Bull and my stomach hurts now. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the Commons coffee a little bit, and then the Red Bull and the caffeine. I just really just took a use. So
What?
if you guys want to spend the next 30 minutes on this one topic, we can. Current event number 2 is the elezione.
Yeah, honestly, I guess let's just go ahead and get right into it. So, election just happened for governor of Georgia. Obviously, Brian Kemp won. Wasn't a huge shocker to me, honestly, because traditionally Georgia's a red state, so wasn't like a huge surprise.
It was pretty close.
It was close. It was close. Stacey Abrams definitely has a lot of supporters in the state.
Yeah.
It was a close race. Good campaigns on both parts. There were some stupid things said on both sides.
No.
Stupid things. They're like,
I do want to say this. So, I didn't get to vote. I had a test. I could have went and voted. I didn't know that it closed at 7. I thought it closed at 5. And I went back to Gainesville that day. So I could have voted.
Okay, well then you can't talk. You have no opinion.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I know I don't have an opinion, but I feel like you can support him. It's all right to support him, but don't complain.
Yeah.
If Stacey Abrams would have won, I couldn't complain.
100%.
Yeah.
So I support Kemp. Not really Kemp himself, just the Republican Party. I agree with their policies and stuff like that. And that's strictly what it's based on. I don't vote for the candidate. I could care less about who they are. If Stacey Abrams had good policies,
doesn't matter what color, race.
If she was whatever, if I thought that her policies were good,
it's about the policies that the candidate is running on. And that's what's important. Not their.
Donald Trump said this and that. It's like, I really I don't care. Honestly, if he's gonna lead this country to success or just maintain what we have now.
Yeah.
The thing is whoever's elected, how much do they really affect you getting your average day?
I will say the governor a lot more than the president does.
Locals a lot more than what you think.
The more local government it is, the more it's going to affect you. But, it's important, but it's not to the point where I'm gonna fist fight you about it. You know what I mean? I'm not that passionate about it now.
If you let the results like Trump, it's like if you genuinely hate him, then why are you gonna let that man obviously there's nothing you can do about it. So if you're just gonna wake up and get mad about it every day, you're just ruining your mood for no reason.
Right.
He does not care.
Yeah, that is true.
No one cares. It's in stone. It's not.
It's there. Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why I don't like people that say "Oh, he's not my president." It's well, honestly, he is. Well, objectively, if you look at it, pal, he's in office. He's your president.
It's the same thing when Obama got it. We were younger, so we didn't really understand it.
With Obama?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was in 5th grade when he got elected. We were in 5th grade.
Yeah. We were young.
So as we got older, I think what year did Trump get elected? 2016, so our freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I didn't know much about it, but I didn't go around saying F Obama and protests and stuff.
Yeah, and Hillary.
My parents didn't do that.
Any person on any political spectrum that's saying that about other candidates, your Democrat or Republican, regardless, should not support those kind of people.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
It's just. I mean, we've said it on this show before, but it's there's no point in getting so worked up about something that you can't have a civil conversation about it with somebody. You know what I mean?
Sorry to interrupt.
There's no telling how many friendships have been ruined.
100%.
No lie. I feel like there's a few that's been ruined within that group message. That we
y'all's.
It's just dumb. People.
It's very dumb stuff, and
you have a few people that are just in this life to create arguments and be.
So this is my whole thing. You can. It's funny. It's comical, I guess you could say, to see people not care about stuff. But there comes a point when it's okay, man, you got to care a little bit. So somebody asked so and so, what policies do you like? And he responded with with. I like his truck.
His truck and his ads or something
his ads and his big truck.
Right.
And I'm
no,
like,
I think it's all of them.
yeah, all of them.
All of them.
But it was a joke, obviously.
Like at that moment, what I would have done, even if I like, I mean, I know what goes on. Like, I like to be informed. I like reading about the news.
Yeah.
But at that moment, you just got to take 2 minutes to go do some quick research.
Yeah.
Like, what policies does Kemp believe in? And absolutely roast them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't.
I mean, well, we want you to be actually informed.
Yeah,
but,
actually
but,
informed.
but
But
don't.
if you're not.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
but like, I don't know, because it's people like that make
Yes.
either conservatives or liberals look bad. Like, like say, okay, so I'm a Kemp supporter, right?
Yeah.
Or you can say you're a Kemp supporter, but if you don't know anything about what he's running on,
exactly.
then you're nothing. You're an
Exactly.
idiot. And the same thing goes for an Abrams supporter or a liberal, whatever it is. If you're like, I support Stacey Abrams. Okay, why? Because she's an African American woman. That's great, cool.
Yeah.
But like, that's not a reason to support someone politically.
And the people that are like that generally hate Kemp for being Kemp.
Yeah.
It's just like double standards.
And I will say, of course, some of his ads were really stupid and crude.
That's what pissed me off. It's like, obviously, I don't agree with Stacey Abrams' programs and everything. So I was more so for Kemp, but I was like, this dude's an idiot. Like, he is going to lose this. I was like, stop. Just like, it's just like Trump. Like, they did.
Yeah. I just don't know what, like, these, like, marketing people that work for them are
I know.
thinking,
like, I get it. Like,
honestly.
Being true to yourself and all that kind of stuff. Politics is a weird game, man.
Well, and that's honestly,
it's not a job, man. It's a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Politics
you do anything.
Is a lifestyle.
It's just
people don't understand. They think it's all butterflies and roses.
Kavanaugh.
It is not. Dude,
and
those are some of the most crooked people in this world.
That's more and more what I see, like with just with politics in general. Like, people aren't people that I see supporting a certain political figure or political party. It's not because they support their beliefs. It's more that they're so against the other party's beliefs that they're like, well, I'll go with this person because I can't stand you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so for Trump, example, that election, he's
racist.
I know so many people that were like, yeah, he's a sexist, fascist, racist pig, and I can't support that, so I'm gonna go vote for her. And I don't believe that. I don't believe he is. I think maybe sometimes the way he talks and some things he does, some of the things he says, it makes him seem that way. Sure, but
I mean, he's a billionaire.
But like, I don't know, for me, that's no reason. Just because you dislike someone, that's no reason to go support someone else that you don't even know anything about.
Yeah.
If you're gonna vote, you're gonna be into politics. You're gonna be a law abiding voting citizen. Be informed. That's all I ask. Be informed.
And like all these people. This was more of the election, like the presidential election. I feel like a lot of people got their feelings hurt about like how dirty it got, but that's politics. Man.
Yeah, politics is a dirty game, and I could never do it because I can't imagine like knowing that someone hates, like, people around the world or like around the state, around the country hate me that much. You know what I mean? And what people don't understand is like they do, like, I'm sure that people take bribes. Like, I know stuff like that happens. I'm not an idiot.
It happens locally.
Yeah, like it happens everywhere.
Like,
people take bribes at Chick-fil-A in here at the student center.
Yeah.
Probably, give me an extra Chick-fil-A sauce for 25 cents. All right, man. Like, I'm just like,
whatever it is, though.
But
I just steal them.
But no, like, so, these people, they wonder why, like, politicians get in and get so rich. And the reason is not because, they're taking all the bribes. The reason is because they get paid for putting the target on them and their families' back.
Yeah.
Kemp's daughter is all over his ads. So, like, now whenever she goes out, she's got to have Secret Service with her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and with
it's a target,
Trump
man.
and his sons.
And
Like, their sons have all the burden of everything that Trump believes in.
100%.
And they support it, which is good because, like, that makes them genuine. But if they didn't, like, per se, it's just like people would equate them just as Trump.
100%.
Like, that's not fair.
100%.
Yeah. So
and even like all the ads that Kemp ran with the shotgun pointed at the kids and stuff, like,
they were over the top, but it appealed to his target group.
His target audience, yeah.
As Stacey Abrams did too. She
100%.
went for the weak-minded, uneducated people, and it worked. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm really not. Like, I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. But it's because like she targeted people that have no clue that stuff like that doesn't work. That they think, oh well, there should be free.
Free everything? Oh, wow.
Me and him were just talking about like free college. It's like, okay, who's gonna pay for it? 2, there's no incentive to do good in school and high school to get scholarships. Like 3, like it's like
it's
taxes
just
would skyrocket, which you pay all the time, instead of saving up for college and paying it off.
No, but that like the whole tax system would be completely changed.
Yeah.
Share the wealth taxation.
it's
Can you explain to me how that's going to work? So you're telling me just because I made a name for myself and made money that I have to pay more of a tax because someone was less fortunate?
Yeah.
I mean,
The
honestly,
world,
No, yeah.
the world is
No,
not
I
sunshine
agree.
and
Don't get me
if it
wrong.
was share the wealth taxes, I would just go home whenever I have kids and be like, hey guys, what do y'all want to do today? Y'all want to play PlayStation all night? Just do it because let me go ahead and tell you something. In this
There's
world,
no point in
there's no
succeeding,
point in
yeah.
working hard.
Mhm.
Like,
That's communism.
yeah, no, it really, and like,
I mean,
yes, that's that's what I guess people want that. I don't.
People just want
They-
a decent life without doing any work.
it's like Kevin Hart
sounds
always
great.
says. It's like Kevin Hart always says. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Everybody wants to be famous. Nobody wants to put the work in.
Yes.
And you can equate that to anything. Everybody wants to be rich. Nobody wants to put the work in.
Yes.
It's
That, like
It's tough.
like some rich business people. We've talked about this before. Yeah, they were born into it. They're greedy. They're mean.
Mm.
But some of them, like if they're rich like that, they've had to work, man.
Mhm.
Like they've had to pull the all nighters, stuff like that. Like they've been through it. They've done it.
mm-hmm.
So,
Well, then,
like,
and it's like somewhere earlier down their line, someone had that same opportunity. So it's like, why can't you be the starter for your family? Like
yeah,
that, you know?
exactly.
That should give you motivation.
Like I'm one of the first people in my family. I may be one of the first to like go and like graduate from college and everything, and like that's like a huge chip on my shoulder because once I do this, I'm hoping that it'll spark something down the road for like my family that says like, hey man, like Taylor went to college and look how well he's doing now.
Look at the
He's
benefits.
not having to break his back, stuff like that. And I've seen how like hard my family's had to work and stuff. And I do not. I don't wish that on anybody.
It's not hard. It's like manual labor hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
yeah.
about. And like, I don't want that on anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks to have to go out and bust your tail every day. My dad, he works a manual labor job,
he
and he works like every day from crack of dawn till like it's dark
like,
out.
And like seeing them work like that has like motivated me beyond belief.
100%.
But I'm just like wanting, I'm wanting to inspire my family, cousins, everything. Like, hey, go to college, do this. Like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
And do it the right way. Don't come to college and make a 3.0 just to maintain hope and not get any internships, graduate, and then you can't find a job because that's on you. That's your fault.
100%.
It at least gives them more information to make an educated decision. Because
Yeah.
college isn't for everybody. You can literally have a brilliant idea, be an entrepreneur, and make millions,
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the more success stories there are, the more you can make a decision about what you want to do.
100%. 100%.
I mean, and that's something that with this guy, it's Jensen's, the preacher at the church I go to.
Yeah.
It's his son. He preached Sunday about
Sunday.
how, like people are always calling on God, like God, like when are you going to bless me?
Yeah.
Like I'm just going through it right now. When are you going to bless me? And like I'm not gonna lie, like I've been doing that. Like I'm like I just need help right now. Well, he was saying how instead of asking God, God already has that little that spot made out for you. He wants you to like work towards it and get to that spot because He's already there waiting on you. And like you gotta do your part pretty much.
Yeah.
Like He'll help you along the way. But it's got to be your decision, and you got to make that decision.
That's the thing. It's like, yes, God has a plan for you. Yes, there's a spot for it for everyone.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and I was reading some things about this the other night. I was having some hard times. I was listening to some some Christian speakers and everything. And one guy said, I can't remember for the life of me his name, but it was like, yes, there's a plan. Yes, God has a spot for everybody. But it's like you still have to make the decision because we have free will as humans. God gave us free will. We have the choice, but we have to make that choice.
Yeah.
To do the right thing, to work.
He wants people that truly loves them back.
Yeah.
And once you can see everything that happens in the bigger picture, if you look at one puzzle piece in your life and say, well, he's not there. This is, it might be a dark corner piece that has little to no relevance.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put that together in a full piece in a picture, it makes it beautiful.
100%. Yeah. So long story short, guys, I mean, that was the election. For those of you who are disappointed in the results, I apologize. But it's still important that we all get out and vote.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. It's like you still got out there. You did your right as a part of this country, and I salute you for it.
I salute them as well for not having a protest yesterday.
Yeah.
I was legit coming on campus to see if there was one.
Yeah.
Whether you like the results or not, I mean, it is what it is. It's happened. It's done. All you can do now is try and change it for next time.
Yeah.
We all need to take a step back and just become more civil Americans.
Yeah.
Just more informed. I just wish people were informed. That's if people are just informed, man.
Yep.
That's.
Yeah. So
that doesn't mean CNN.
Well, it does. I mean, I don't care if you watch CNN. Here's my thing. I don't care if you watch CNN. I don't care if you watch Fox. I don't care. Well, I do care if you look at Facebook because Facebook's ridiculous. But just for the love of God, get your information from multiple sources. That's the only way you can have reliable and a reliable and objective opinion is because that's the only way. It really is. You can't get all your information from one source because no matter what, we are imperfect humans and there will be bias in news always.
Yeah. And it's like that video I showed you last night of Trump roasting that guy from CNN.
Yeah.
I didn't read the comments on there, but I probably will later today if it slows down.
Yeah.
It's probably ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it will be ridiculous because they're going to be like, well, why is he so mean to CNN? The things that CNN has said about him and his family, they deserve that. And for that guy to sit there and disrespect the president of the United States, I don't care if you support him or not. He's the president of the United States. If he tells you to sit down, and quit talking and interrupting him, you sit down and shut up.
Yeah.
Don't keep raising your voice trying to talk over him because he's the top of this country. He's the head of the country. It may not be a dictator and everything like that, but whenever he speaks, you need to shut up and listen because if I met him, it would be an honor. It would be awesome.
If I met President Obama,
I was about to say, even if I met
literally
any president, if you get a chance to meet the president of the United States, that is an honor, and you should be.
And do not be disrespectful for the love of God like this dude was. And people will be wondering why Trump was so mean to him. But if somebody was disrespecting me constantly and
I would not give them time of day.
Stuff about my family,
yeah,
a bunch of little rats. That's all they are.
All right,
moving on.
We got to move it on to This Week in Sports.
We're moving on to This Week in Sports.
But yeah, so this week in sports, we want to start off with talking about the Red Sox.
Actually, talking about the Yankees. The Yankees lack of
the Bankies.
Mikey, this one's for you. Sweet Caroline.
Sometimes the Yankees always strike out.
Always, they're trash.
The Red Sox beat them by 18. Aaron Judge is going to the minors.
He's going to the Canadian League.
The Atlanta Braves.
R.I.P. So yeah,
Or at Secondea.
Honestly, that's pretty much it. All right.
The classic team, the Red Sox,
Yeah, the Red Sox, man. I was cheering for them.
They cranked it out, yeah.
His historic teams, man.
They cranked it out,
The reason I do not like any team from Los Angeles, I like LeBron, but I don't like the Lakers, is because they have two of everything in that city. And I get, the money's there, they have the numbers, they have the people. But good Lord have mercy, is there not another city in America that deserves to have a team? I mean, golly. Seattle, for example. They got the Supersonics, an NBA team, taken from them. And they deserve it. They have a ton of people there.
Mm-hmm.
They got a ton of money. I mean, they pay the employees $15 minimum wage, so they got plenty of money. Don't worry.
They're going to see how that's going to fall flat.
Yeah. But no, just...
Why is milk $9?
We got that. We got LeBron back in the action. I'm super excited. I watched that game last night while I was doing my paper. Watched more of the game than my paper. Just kidding.
This week in sport, Duke won the March Madness tournament.
Dude, they are unreal. I
haven't seen a more physical player than Zion. And,
yeah.
He's treating college kids like Kentucky, just like he was dominating high school like peasants.
And Kentucky's no like slaw team, like they're
They're
good.
the number
Like,
2 ranked team.
yeah, like they are very good.
Got
Yeah, that was.
No, they're slow.
who's number 1?
I'm just kidding.
You can.
It might be Duke. No, UConn's not up there anymore. They were when
Well,
Kemba Walker
Duke was 4.
Duke
During
was
that
Duke
year.
is poor.
Yeah, it might be UNC
Pittsburgh.
then. I think North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's like North Carolina, Kentucky, Kansas, and Duke. Those are like the 4 powerhouses now.
Temple.
Texas.
So yeah,
Texas is back.
Duke's got that wrapped up, and Klay Thompson scoring more than the Hawks in the whole game.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw that last week, but
Oh,
that way, Chris.
Thanks a lot for
Might
that.
as well just paying him back for the league.
Good job, buddy.
Klay
Yeah, no, Clay got 10 3-pointers in the first half last week of the game.
broke
That's
the
Liddy
all-time
Forgetty.
record. Was it 14?
Huh?
What,
Yeah, I
is that
think
the
it
new
was.
record for 14?
Yeah, I do. Golden State is.
You can't tell me they're not going to win.
I can't.
I mean,
just
they're
don't know how you
just
can beat 'em.
yeah.
The odds
It's
that they don't have one top 10 scorer in the league not go off is like for someone to beat them in a series of 7. You're gonna have to tell me that Clay, KD, Steph Curry, and like you're gonna say that like for 4 games like one of them is not gonna get hot because any one of them get hot and they can win a game.
I mean, how do they have 5 of the top 15, and that's being, conservative, of the
That's
best
crazy.
players in the NBA right now?
Yeah,
That,
I mean-
that just makes you sick. Man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that's why I don't really like watching basketball. I mean, I never really have, but like even more so now, just because like, what's the point?
It just
Golden
sucks
State,
because-
oh, they win again.
The
Oh,
good thing is it takes like good players away from other teams. So if it's say the Hawks and Mavericks playing on TV, you can watch that and know it's going to be a slugfest.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't enjoy that. Like, you can't enjoy the experience anymore because you already know who's going to go to the the finals. You already know.
And like last
it's
year,
just,
like
ugh.
watching the finals in Cleveland, it was like okay, they had one game, but it's just like everyone knew.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to know.
You can't bet against a team like that because they're just so.
Tampa,
OP.
Florida is calling me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Um,
I'm honestly just like ready for next season to roll around because LeBron will add a few pieces and
Kyrie.
he'll be back on top. I mean, I don't know.
I'm honestly just ready to graduate college.
get
get outta here.
I got, ladies and gentlemen, I have 15 altogether, 11 real classes left. So
Yeah, I got a year and a half left.
11 classes for my
Ready to go.
major, 4 classes for my minor.
I'm in English 1101.
All right. No, just kidding.
This week in sports continuing.
But yeah, I don't know. Anything else, guys? Fantasy football.
Le'Veon
yeah.
Bell.
Le'Veon Bell screwed my fantasy team, and
Oh.
I'm still number 2 in the
Panthers
league.
looking consistent. Period.
Yeah, no, they finally are. Like 3 weeks in a row now. I wrote that 2 weeks ago, but now they are just looking good, looking sharp.
Let me get in Powell.
Not to cut it short, Hayden. We apologize, but you want to go ahead and move on to your Helly?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hashtag Helly.
Um,
Take it away.
Well, so the main thing I just wanted to touch on this week was all the stuff that we got going on the YouTubes and all the stuff that we're gonna have hopefully eventually coming up on just the social medias in general.
Mm-hmm.
Socials.
So basically, we wanted to kickstart the YouTube channel a little bit more because now that we're on Apple Podcasts, we're not getting the viewage that we want on the YouTubes. So, I for one thing, not just yet, but eventually I'm going to work it out. We're going to start filming the podcast. That's number one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be.
I like talking in front of a camera.
Yeah, it's just going to be a different
Also.
experience because it's different to just hear us and then see us like interact with one another. Because you just see all the shenanigans that goes on in studio. I'm throwing things. I'm punching desks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like
back for
facial
this.
expressions like
It's okay.
add a lot to like a comedy.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we bounce off each other really well.
Yeah, I mean we're just better.
I think we're hilarious, but that's just like
I don't know.
we have
like,
so many insights.
honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I'll listen back to the podcast sometimes, and I'll get a chuckle out of like some of the stuff that we say.
I don't mind.
But
There's a few.
And like, there's a few things I don't hear Chris say. I guess because I sit over here.
yeah,
He'll like throw in little like smart like,
One-liners.
comments.
yeah, there's like twice that we listened back, and I was like, "What?" I forget what I said
Nah, I
that
can't
first time.
remember either.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's a lot of fun. So definitely we want to start filming the podcast. Not sure when exactly that's going to start, but ASAP. But still, though, you should definitely go check out the YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com, search the Babbling Brothers, because we've just started another series on there called The Bros Behind the Show. And it's basically just a vlog type deal that we wanted to start doing where we can do more face-to-face stuff with people that listen to the show. And, you know, that way you guys, you know, you come to know not only what we look like, but what, you know, just what we do on the daily.
Yeah.
You can see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that we do for the show, like Triple Bite. We posted the video about going to a big pie in the sky, and there were some shenanigans in there.
And even if you don't want to listen or watch the whole thing, it's only 10 minutes of your time. It'd be
Yeah.
a great little, you know, study break
100%.
material.
100%.
But even if you don't want to do that, if you just want to give us 10 seconds of your time, go and skip to the end of the video because there's a little surprise in there
Yeah.
that is amazing.
And I'll
Yeah.
say, from when we first started it to the pizza, it's probably a few minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the review for the pizza is like
Yeah,
a third.
it's in. But, you know, it's a fun time, and we're going to start trying to do that more and more as we think of more things. We're always trying to innovate the show. This is our 7th episode. We're only 7 episodes deep.
Yeah.
But, you know, we just really want to push out as much content as possible. It's a fun time for us, and we hope it's a fun time for y'all. So
And
I just
I
kind
haven't
of
talked to
wanted
the
to.
brothers about this, but, you know, I think we need to get on the Instagram game.
Oh, we
Yeah,
did.
I know. We've been slacking.
We could have started that as soon as we started.
That's another thing I wanted to touch on. We've been really slacking on our social medias. Of course, we've all got our own, but that's more of a personal thing. We want to.
But it could
we
also
wanna-
help tie faces.
Yeah, 100%. So we want to start. I think I don't know. We'll do that like ASAP.
Yeah,
We'll start that ASAP. And we're
It'll
gonna.
slow down a little bit because right now, like, I don't know, you know, obviously the people in college get it, but just, you know, we gotta get through this week right here, and
Yeah.
then we'll be like halftime.
Yeah,
or
we're getting. You know, we're coming
So-
up on finals and stuff, but we're about to hit Thanksgiving break and everything.
Yeah.
We'll start our social medias and.
Mhm.
You know, we'll definitely start with an Instagram, maybe a Twitter eventually. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Twitter's kind of making me
Yeah.
Twitter's harder.
That's just
all I
because
see
of
is-
midterms right now.
Yeah, so we'll get there, and it'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, we want as much content as possible for you guys, and I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun, and definitely once we get on social media, we can interact with you guys a lot more. If we even have an audience, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll spread awareness either way.
100%. So, yeah,
all.
that's mainly what I wanted to touch on for #Hellis. But please, definitely, first step, go to youtube.com, search The Babbling Brothers, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and enjoy the show.
Mhm.
But other than that, boys and girls,
We actually completed week 7.
woo! Finally
guys.
did it.
Everybody walk out gingerly because we don't want to hurt ourselves. We have to get through this
Honestly.
episode.
Honestly, I might just we're gonna start skipping every 7th episode. No,
Yeah.
Yo, I'll tell you this. Ever since I got the rental car back, I've seen so many dumb drivers. People, be careful out there. Don't think just because you're in the right that something's not going to happen.
100%.
Be aware. Like they tell you that the best thing to do to stay alert is to just keep moving your eyes every few seconds.
100%. Yeah.
Seriously, be careful. It can ruin someone's day. You know, and just be careful. Like
Yeah.
don't take anything for granted. Just be safe.
So as we're wrapping up, you know, I just want to say thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry we've been gone for so long. Practice appreciation, not only this week but in your everyday life. Be appreciative for your time, for everything that you've got, for everything that you don't have, and be thankful for that. Be appreciative.
APPRE citation. I don't know why I just
Tornado, anything?
Yeah, just don't throw yourself a pity party. Get to the
You can't
gym,
afford to right now.
kill every single aspect of your life.
Absolutely. Take it from average to absolute savage. It's
Just
really
being
Dilly
an
would say.
alpha male. 3
Mhm.
words to describe myself: hardworking, alpha male, jackhammer,
Those were all like 2-word phrases, but that's okay.
merciless.
But yeah, once again, guys, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. We'll be up on the YouTubes and on the Apple Podcast ASAP Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
And
we are back and back big, ladies and gentlemen.
We're back and better than ever.
Building.
Wait till I get through this week. I'm getting excited. We're about to tear up the
pal.
Instagram game.
He's,
Y'all just buckle
he's
up.
a solid F2 tornado right now, but you're
Yeah.
probably going to see F4.
Well, it's
by
about
the
to be
end
an
of
F79 minus 10.
All right, guys. Well, as
the
always,
week. We are.
as always, we love you. We miss you. Go and attack the day.
See you, Nate.
That will be.